Good afternoon, Speed Gaming 3. Welcome back to the 2022 Link to the Past Randomizer main tournament. This is the first round of 32 match of the tournament, and we have mooglecharm versus Yagamoth. I'm Jaxie, and today I'm joined by Obscure Life Form on comms. How are we doing today?
Hey Jaxie, hey chat, hey everybody. We're doing pretty good today. Excited for this one. Of course, we've got a Moogle versus a Moogle, which is always an interesting one to see. So really looking forward to this. A hard open as well, one of the new tournament modes that were made for this tournament in particular. So all looking good so far.
Yeah, this is the mode that was used for the qualifiers. It is double the amount of heart pieces that we would normally get with 48. There are 5 heart containers, I believe. No half magic, you can only get 1 bottle. Max tempered, max fighter shield, no mail. Am I missing anything?
I think that's about it, and non-progressive bows as well.
Ah, yes, right.
It's like I'm looking at a mirror image right now.
Map check, we got Blue Pendant Eastern, 5-6 at Desert, and a regular crystal at Hera. And over on mooglecharm's side, we actually have an MSU pack. We have the Mega Man mix. For those who like something a little more retro.
Yes, for sure. I think it's been said a lot, but I think everyone's really happy MSU has kind of been allowed for this tournament. It's nice to listen to different things. Oh.
That's pretty nice.
It is really nice now. Now they've got the option to go to back of escape. Of course, they want to go with some bombs, so they're not going to rush there. But it's a nice little option. Or they might even like to check what's on Lumberjack and do a Dark Mountain ascent. Just rescue the old man and get that done out the way.
Yep, sequence breaking the mountain is an option.
We're just doing something a bit more standard, but we'll see what Yagamoth does.
Yeah, looks like Moogle is just gonna head into Lost Woods. Yagamoth's gonna check what's on Lumberjack for us real quick. Just 3 bombs, so that's we're not gonna be coming back for that.
No. I think between now and having to go to Aga, we will find some bombs somewhere. I mean, the seat's been a little bit stingy with consumables right now, not really giving us anything apart from heart pieces and arrows. So we're not really hot on rupees and not really got any bombs either. So cat routing is going to be a little bit interesting to see what they go and do. Do they gamble the well? Do they, just go straight down to tavern? And it looks like the guard pack has actually got the bomb prize, so mooglecharm is just 1 prize pack away from the 8 bomb drop here. With great knowledge, really.
And he gets the 50-50 as well.
Yeah. There we go. And it looks like Yagamoth's going to do the same. It's fantastic knowledge that they've figured this out. Like, I completely forgot about this.
Yeah, being very familiar with your prize packs can definitely help you.
So no gambles today. We're just going to clear everything out right away.
So we got one of our heart containers. There's a sword. And a moon pearl.
This might be a very early Dark World access here, where you're only a glove or a hammer away. Then this seed is wide open.
Yeah. Early Dark World access is when seeds become really interesting because there's just so much potential routing options you can do.
I'm kind of hoping it's the way, because it's going to be a very diverse race and we're going to have a lot to talk about.
Red Boomerang and Quake Medallion. That Quake might be needed.
Yeah, having a Quake or any medallion is really nice to have early. Kind of relieves some of the stress. Yagamoth walked past the Bottle Merchant. Because they didn't get the 8 bomb drop like mooglecharm did, I don't think they did Bottle Merchant just to go and buy these bombs here.
Yeah, I think they are hoping that they can get some rupees elsewhere, and then they can get Bottle Merchant on the way back.
Yeah, so far, this little farming for the 8 bombs has just given mooglecharm just that little advantage. I mean, it's not enough to call the race at this point, but they are going to be the first one leaving CAC.
Yeah, it's still way too early to know who is going to win this.
And unfortunately for Yagamoth, there are no rupees here, so they're going to have to gamble the Bottle Merchant. We know it's nothing, so they're probably not too worried.
Alright, and Race Game just churning up dry as well. Bonnet sank. Let's see what's in back of Escape.
I mean, Yagamoth could choose to pick up these 20 rupees here, but it's very unlikely.
I don't think I would put in that much time to pick up 20 rupees.
For sure. So we did find a small key there in the back of Escape, so that kind of opens up Dark Cross for us. I mean, there's still a map in there somewhere, so they mooglecharm chose not to go to the Dark Cross right now. Because Yagamoth is. So it's our first little divergence here. Let's see if this pays out for Yaga. Can be a little tricky going through the back way because you do have to pick up the key rat as well, but no problem for Yagamoth.
Yeah, sometimes that key rat can be a little pesky.
Yeah, sometimes you're having to run around the dark room looking for it. Oh, that's really unfortunate.
Just a map.
But yeah, for mooglecharm, if they ever choose to go front of Escape, they have the option now to skip that map and never have to go to Dark Cross. There's a little time lost there for Yagamoth.
Got a fire rod and the other boomerang in Mini Moldorm Cave.
So that fire rod only puts that map into logic in Dark Cross, but doesn't do too much for us right now. Would be interesting to see if either of them go for the Zora plays here. They do have the moon pole, but it is only Zora in logic, and they don't have the money. So it would just be some out of logic waterfall and possibly some Zora ledge scouting.
If they really wanted to, they could farm the 20 rupee cave that's right here by Ice Rod Cave, but that takes a lot of time.
Oh yeah, I don't think they will somehow. But I've seen stranger things. So yeah, it makes sense that mooglecharm just saved and quit there from Ice Rod Cave.
And it does look like he's going in front of escape.
Yeah. I think with that fire rod, he's probably got Dark Cross in the mind. It's just like, I wonder if something's going to end up there. Because, of course, with that advanced logic, we can now do dark rooms with fire rod as long as there's torches that we can light up. But mooglecharm's going to get the good news. Actually, he doesn't have to do Dark Cross at all.
Yeah, so that is going to be a little bit of time saved. And there is our one and only bottle, so Sick Kid in logic.
Yep. So far, just kind of seeing as they're both using the same sprite, they're just mirroring each other, and that's a fantastic find, although it is Eastern Pendant.
Yeah, so that puts the boss of Eastern into logic, assuming the big key is not vanilla. But as you said, yeah, Eastern's a pendant, and I don't like to clear pendant dungeons. I don't know what mooglecharm's thoughts are.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting if they find the hammer or glove in Saha's closet. Because then they've got to make the decision, do you go for the pendant Eastern, because you've got that early bow? Or do you just start going through the Dark World?
I think that's just dependent on how thorough you want to be.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Our container on Hylia Island, we're not going to be getting that. And yeah, Moogle's just going to go over to the Eastern area. There's nothing really better to do. I mean, what do we have? We've got this, we have Agina, and we have Zora.
Yeah, and Sick Kid.
And also Sick Kid, yes.
This Boomerang Sasha. And Ice Palace being the green pendant. Oh no.
Yep. Yeah, he's gonna go in.
Yeah, I mean, this play absolutely makes sense. You're here, that you don't have a flute, you can't really get back here that easy. You've got 3 items in here as well, like it's the most dense place that you've got left. Of course, we could end up just finding the lamp, and progression could just be on the old man, or in Spec Rock.
That is a possibility.
But I think as the runners, you've kind of cleared out the main bulk of this seed, and you find nothing in Saha's closet, so you're like, my opponent's probably doing this as well. So even if you find nothing in here, and the answer actually is Sick Kid or Zora or Agina, you don't feel too bad making this Eastern play right now.
Chad is asking about hard advanced logic. Can Byrod place lamp for Aga Tower? The first dark room in Aga Tower does not have torches, so no, Byrod does not put that in logic. The second one has torches, though.
Yeah, I think most skilled runners can do it without any lamp doing Aga, especially when you've got the fire rod as well. It's pretty easy to hit the torches in the further along rooms. But when you don't know if it's an Aga seed or not, it's quite a time sink. Now, we have found 2 items here, and it is a vanilla big key, so the rest of this dungeon's out of logic, so Eastern Palace is not the answer.
Yep, so that means it's either Sick Kid, Agina, or Zora.
Yep. Again, it could just be the lamp laying around, and actually Eastern Palace is the answer. So it looks like mooglecharm is going for this 3rd item anyway. And same with Yagamoth as well. I mean, it makes sense. Once this is done, you can kind of forget about it. The last time it's here in the big chest, you're probably not going to come back here unless Pedestal ends up coming into play.
It is on the boss.
Never mind. Make this dungeon as long as possible. Why not?
I mean, as you said, this could be the answer, and it could just be like hammer Armos, in which case then that would mean our logical progression at this point is the lamp.
Oh, this is clever by mooglecharm. Remembering Zora might come into play here. It would surprise me if Yagamoth is feeling the same thing and also does the rupee room here in Eastern. And that will avoid him needing to do Houlihan. As long as mooglecharm can find... What's that? 6 more rupees?
Yep, Yagamoth is going to do the exact same thing. And here's Armos Knights for mooglecharm. This is a very easy fight.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Okay, game.
Very funny. I mean, I guess that could be progression.
Yeah, maybe quite far in the future, but wow. So where's mooglecharm gonna go first? Looks like this is the Agina play. I think there was on one of the Discords, Sarsharla bot put a thing. Everybody's favorite go mode is the ice rod, so he said he was going to put it in more seeds. Unfortunately, for this one, we're kind of avoiding the troll.
ALTTPR is a crystal. Thank God for that, because the only people that like ice rod hunts are Twitch chats.
That's so true. Okay,
Yagamoth?
so
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, so it's not Gina's cave. So Yagamoth was throwing that red boomerang there because we've killed the Armos Knights. It changes up the thing that Ancilla's a lot more difficult to do. So he was throwing that red boomerang to set the Ancilla slot to 0. Usually you would do it with the lamp.
Okay.
So yeah, that's why he was randomly just throwing that red boomerang.
Found a book on Hobo. Are we gonna have vanilla flippers?
This might be.
Because our only options right now are Sick Kid and Zora. That's all that's really left in Logic.
Yeah, at this point it is. Oh no, the mushroom.
Here we go.
I'm kind of hoping it is now vanilla flippers, because that just gives us even more awful choices to go through.
I think it's safe to say that that this is probably vanilla flippers, because that's a sword on the ledge.
No.
Oh.
Sick Kid. Very nice. That was a nice Ancilla there to pick up the Master Sword. Only got one shot at it. If he missed it, then that was it. He'd be stuck in the water. So if this is Sick Kid Flippers, mooglecharm's actually going to lose a little bit of time. Already you've gone round to Agina's cave. So we'll have to double dip going over to Desert. But does know there's nothing on Desert Ledge. Well, saying all that, it could just be hammer or glove here. But what a wild early game.
Yeah, this has already been very interesting.
Yeah, for sure. Like, we never would have guessed Bottle being our link. Pardon the pun.
Oh no.
Oh, see, and yeah, mooglecharm unfortunately missed it.
It's the hammer. Yes, hard last locating Dark World access, my favorite.
Yeah, I mean, it's not great logic if you're running this seed, but at the same time, like, everything they've done completely makes sense, and you kind of expect your opponent. I can't imagine either of them thinking, like, unless they done a late CAC, maybe went to South Shore, I've done other things first and went to CAC later.
Yeah.
But it's not very often people would do that.
We got a head check from Yagamoth, and it is dead, so that. TR is a pendant. Swamp is a 5/6.
Oh no, TR being the pendant after finding that terrible ice rod. See, I can't say I was expecting that, to be honest. We're getting a little bit of divergence here. Yagamoth deciding to go straight to Skull Woods and get this crystal done, whereas mooglecharm just going to take a little bit of extra time and just start on the Hype Cave area. Did get a sword, so won't have to worry so much about that Zora sword. There is also, of course, the 4th sword that's still in the pool somewhere.
Mitts and Skull. So Mitts don't really do a whole lot for us logically right now. Other than, I guess we could do Mirrorless Smith Chain, but who would want to do that?
No one wants to do that. Might decide just to pick up the Smith while he's going around doing all the Hype Cave checks though, so we'll see.
Okay, he gets through in time.
That was a bit close there. It's going to be a tough fight here. It's 4.5 green mound moth. He hasn't picked up any potions because he... Oh wow, that was super quick.
Wow, that was very fast. And Yagamoth draws first blood at 26-25.
Yeah, that was an incredible fight. I don't think I've ever seen it that fast. That was perfect.
Okay, so mooglecharm also gonna enter the CAC Dark World portal and is gonna elect to do Village of Outcasts first. Oh no.
We're getting so close. Well, we actually do almost have access to that pendant Turtle Rock.
I mean, we need the cane anyway because Meyer is a crystal.
For sure. We just need a hook shot on Mirror, and then we're going to have to start making some decisions whether we want to clear Turtle Rock or not. I like this from mooglecharm deciding to do Village of Outcasts and then ending in Skull Woods. Because Pod is also accessible.
Okay, wow, alright, so we just found Flute and Skull as well, okay.
Wow, that's stacked.
That is a very loaded skull. Here's Meyer access. Just right there on a silver platter.
Yeah. Do we dare call this a jet seed?
Let's see, so we might have the medallion needed for Quake. We definitely need the mirror and the hook shot and the flippers, and we might need the boots.
Yeah, so 3 definite items left to find and 2 possible items, whether it's the boots or the medallions. But after a really tricky light world, this siege just decided to give the runners a break and get stuff done. So the only difference I can think here, so Yagamoth might choose to actually pick up the Smith. Now they know they're going to be going back to CAC anyway. For mooglecharm, who's going to go to Skull Woods after, that's not so much of an option. I really don't like Thieves Town. It's such a long dungeon.
Yeah, Thieves Town's definitely sluggish, but it's also one of the dungeons that, as soon as you get Dark World access, that you can essentially just full clear on first dip, assuming you have the hammer.
Yeah, that's true.
And then if you don't have the hammer, it's an eternal struggle to figure out, do I dip Thieves Town because the hammer might be in there, or am I going to gamble the fact that there's an item in the big chest and just say, I lose the race if there's progression there?
Yeah. So many races are won and lost through Thieves Town. And thankfully, we don't have to make that decision today, having the hammer.
Dad is asking where the mitts were. So both the mitts and the flute were in Skullwoods. The mitts were in the Vanilla Bicky chest, and the flute was in the one chest that's above Pinball Room. I don't remember what it's called off the top of my head.
It's either the map chest or the compass chest is one of those.
Yeah, this is the map chest, because the compass chest is the one where it messes with the floor.
That's right, yeah. So here we go, blind script number 1.
Ooh, it's a little off script.
Manages to recover though.
Oh,
wow. That's another item we found that we can cross off the list now.
Yeah.
It's really interesting because we're literally definitely looking for hookshot and mirror, and both of those kind of open up the mountain. So we could find a lot of nothing up the mountain. We might never have to touch the mountain until we're in go mode.
And seeds where you just don't touch the mountain until you're in go mode are definitely the best seeds, because the mountain has a lot of checks.
It does, yeah.
And mooglecharm's about to get his mitts right here.
I'm surprised mooglecharm went straight to the back rather than having a look at the front first, just because then they could set up the save and quit here, but I guess you don't know where the items are going to turn up. But as they're at the front, they might... I mean, they might just walk straight over to pod from that point. And they'll check Catfish and Pyramid along the way.
Arapag's just 50 rupees, but Yagamoth's gonna pick it up because I'm presuming he's probably just gonna go to pod next.
Yeah, he'll probably pick up the Smith. He'll go to CAC, activate the flute, and then go over to pod. Plus, he still needs to do that bottle merchant, which he's already attempted twice already. Actually, no, because then he won't have pod money, so he... Another really nice moth fight there. Getting away a little bit from mooglecharm, but again, completely flawless. If you want to learn how to fight moth, just watch this VOD. They're two great examples of fighting moth. Hammer moth is not easy.
Level of moth RNG may vary.
Yes. I mean, this game's been very stingy on money right now.
Yeah, it really has. There's not a whole lot. Yeah, money really hasn't been turning up that much.
Yeah. Like when you're almost 37 minutes into a seed and you still haven't done Bottle Merchant and you're thinking about going to pod and you can only choose to do one of them.
And there's the Temper Sword for Yagamoth. Mooglecharm got his Master Sword in there, and that was because Yagamoth's sequence broke. A sword which Mooglecharm can actually logically get, but he's not going to. So the sword was on Zora Ledge, and Yagamoth splash deleted to get to it. Mooglecharm also tried, but he failed.
Moogle actually taking the long walk down. Not a bad idea. Because you know you want to go to CAC anyway. So Yagamoth actually picking up the bottle merchant there, losing his 100 rupees, so he won't be able to go to pod now unless he finds a little bit of extra money somewhere.
I better hope that the money is here.
Might just decide to have a look in Maya and see if he can clear that. But yeah, of course, could be Blacksmith giving a refund here. Nope. That's another nice find though.
We're gonna get fake powder.
Oh yeah, why not? Oh, thank you, that's true, yes. can't get into pod. Can't get into Misery Mire with no boots and no hook shot.
Okay. Is this actually going to be worth it? Nope.
Nope.
Most times, Big Powder just isn't worth it. I've only ever had one seed I've played where Big Powdering would have saved you like 20 minutes.
Yeah, even when you do set up for the fake powder, you usually end up finding the actual powder before you go check it anyway.
At that point, you're doing the fake powder.
That's true. Did mooglecharm also empty out their magic setting up for the fake powder here as well?
Ether is required for Mire.
Well, picking up the Smith was the correct play. No money, so Yagamoth's going to have to make a decision now. This might be the Houlihan.
Oh no.
Oh, that's so annoying. So mooglecharm actually going to take a little bit of an advantage, or most likely be the first person into Palace of Darkness here.
Mushroom turn in just a piece of heart, and mooglecharm's gonna grab a green and probably refill his magic. Oh yeah, right. He wants to, if he's gonna wait. Oh yeah, he's gonna check Mire.
Palace of Darkness, because I mean, logically, we can't actually clear this right now. Where else have we got to go?
I mean, we have whatever's inside Spec Rock. That's in logic.
Yeah. I guess we've got that book in logic now as well.
Yeah, Desert's also an option, which could potentially be boots locked.
Yep. Oh, we've got that lovely purple chest sitting there. Or pyramid and catfish, I think. I think that's about it. So we are slowly running out of options here. And just some very nasty locations to get back to. Or I guess Pendant Ice Palace. Green Pendant Ice Palace.
Yeah, the Green Pendant Ice Palace. We could technically full clear that, but depending on key placement, it could be logically hook locked.
That's very true.
But I mean, we're speedrunners, we don't care about logic.
Or Hookshot's just going to end up in Ice Palace to put the rest of it in logic.
That's the worst.
Yeah. And this makes sense from Yagamoth going straight to the boss, because we don't have that mirror. So once they get to the big chest, they can just save and quit. So I like this play, doing the boss first. Even though they don't have the lamp.
Yeah. Only issue is that if they save and quit, they do risk potentially orphaning Pyramid and Catfish.
Yeah, that's true. And with Swamp Palace being one of our 5-6 crystals, both needing the mirror and the hook shot, it's unlikely we're going to get to Pyramid Fairy.
Oh. Okay,
Oh.
well, now we can full clear Desert.
Yep. That's a pretty nice item, although I don't think the boots speed up Palace of Darkness too much, so this isn't going to really make Yagamoth lose any time at all.
Yeah, well, he's gonna get those boots anyway.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no. See, I think this is why mooglecharm bought that green potion. Because we've got that fire rod where we can just light the torch in that room. That room is really, really difficult. Yeah, Yagamoth decided to skip the vanilla big key chest, so not getting the boots for now.
Yep. And mooglecharm just showing how much easier it is to do that room with a fire rod.
Helma's going all out here on Moogle's screen.
Helmet is down. Which will make that mooglecharm's third crystal.
Yagamoth doing everything they can to avoid those boots. And there we go.
Yep.
Phew, I was getting a bit worried there. I was like, I really hope they haven't thought they've got both items from the front.
Yeah, boots are definitely something you don't want to miss.
Mm-hmm. Now it's just a... Unfortunately, Yagamoth is still not able to get any magic in here. Going back for that Helmasaur. Like, pod is just not something you really want to come back to. Takes a long time to get here.
Yeah, that's... Yeah, I would not want to just leave pod and say, oh, hey, I'm just going to come back with magic, because, no, that's just a time sink.
For sure.
Okay, so these boots allow us to do King's Tomb. King's Tomb, do you have our progression? That is not progression.
No, not today. Although I'm sure Yagamoth would quite appreciate the bug net right now. I got through though. Very well done. Like, didn't seem to lose any health at all. Spoke too soon.
Ooh, yeah, he needs to be careful. One hit from Helmasaur and he's gonna take it
Nice.
up. The Tempered Sword makes that easy.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, we still got a race. Like, they're following in each other's footsteps, but, I mean, I still can't really call it between the two. It's so close.
Yeah, I wouldn't really say either one of them has any sort of an advantage over the other, at least in terms of inventory.
So we now do have Desert and Maya, so it wouldn't surprise me if that's their next plays that they're thinking. I think the only thing for mooglecharm is whether he decides to go pick up that Tempered Sword. Or whether he finds another one on the way. So that's kind of the only real difference between them right now. And it's not going to make too much of a difference right now, but once we hit GT and Ganon fights, that's where we're going to start losing a little bit of execution time. So, question in chat, that third sword that Yagamoth has is Zora Ledge. Yagamoth was able to Ancilla, so Splash Delete. Mooglecharm tried, but unfortunately failed, so wasn't able to pick it up. But he does know where it is, so can decide to go do it later if he wants. Yep, and question in chat, where were Boots? So we've only just found them. We found them in the Vanilla Big Key in Palace of Darkness.
So far, the only thing that Desert has turned up with is Blue Cane.
Yeah, not too exciting of a desert. So after we're done with the boss here, wouldn't surprise me if both of them decided to go to Misery Mire next.
Yeah, I mean, you can full clear, and both these runners can do the Mire Dark Room pretty easily.
Yep. And I think they've both filled up with potions now, so... Or potion, because we're only getting one bottle. So if even things do get a little bit sticky, then we've got those potions.
Yeah, the one bottle limit in this mode is definitely what I would say probably the most impactful thing about this mode.
Yeah, definitely. Followed by not being able to get that half magic as well. If it does end up... oh, that's a little unfortunate there. But for mooglecharm, like if it does end up with a Master Sword Silverless Ganon fight, only having one bottle to refill, like, that doesn't leave you much room for error.
Yeah. Like, Master Sword Silverless is what I call, in my opinion, an endurance test. Master Sword
sure.
Silverless with only one safety is... how do I put this in words? Very difficult.
Definitely. Your triples do have to be on point. So I'm kind of hoping we find nothing in Misery Mire. Sorry, runners, but I kind of want to see what they do next, because we've got all these really awkward locations and Green Pendant Ice Palace. That was a nice fight there from Yagamoth, getting the one cycle. Just catching up a little bit of time there on mooglecharm.
Very nice Mire, too.
Oh, yeah. That's such a fun little strategy to get right. It looks really good as well.
Hopefully, this is not a God Mire, because God Mires are boring. Okay, good. Chat asking about this mountain. No one has been to the mountain yet.
Yeah, I mean, we've only got two logical checks up there, Spec Rock and Spike Cave.
Yeah, and ironically, okay, well now
Never mind.
we can... Okay, well now we can do the mountain. And we can also, I guess, we can do Turtle Rock.
Yep. So here we go. Where is that mirror? So that's all we're looking for now for go mode. So I think this is 50-50, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're in
I'm
cutscene
kind
or
of
boss?
agreeing with chat. I want to see the mirror be on Laser Bridge. We already checked Ped, Weasel. It's Ped is dead.
Like at this point, like apart from like the one-off locations that are left in the overworld, I actually think Ice Palace is the worst dungeon than Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I mean both of them are pretty slow dungeons.
I also wonder if mooglecharm's going to go pick up that tempered before going up the mountain. Yes, Ice Palace is a lot faster than Turtle Rock. However, with the entire mountain still to clear, they're going to go into Turtle Rock before Ice Palace. I can't see anyone just doing a wild dive into Ice Palace. I'm just saying, out of the 2 pendant dungeons left, that's going to be the one that's going to trip them up if Mirror's there. Yeah, at this point, I don't think anything's actually lamp locked. There's been nothing behind the lamp apart from the ice rod. So all we can say is it's not going to be behind dark rooms or in dark rooms or Trinex. So lamp can still be up the mountain.
Yeah. Alright. There's crystal number 5 for mooglecharm.
I think this is an Aga check as well before going up the mountain. Because I don't think mooglecharm has checked Lumberjack. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I remember I think he did, actually.
Oh, did they? Oh, maybe when you check Bonk Rocks. Okay. So here we go. Where do we think Mirror's gonna turn up? We've got a lot of locations open now. It's a nice vitreous fight there from Yagamoth. Picking up his fifth crystal and his plastic shield.
Yep. Alright, Paradox Cave. Silvers. Those are nice.
Yeah.
At least you don't have to do Master Sword Silverless.
That's for sure. So mooglecharm might be feeling a little bit more confident now, not worrying about that tempered.
Interesting. So mooglecharm elected to not do Old Man. Yagamoth is.
Yeah, personally, I prefer what Yagamoth done and skipped it, knowing that lamps. We haven't found lamp yet, but I mean, you just never know with Rando. For all we know, it expects us to find the lamp and then do this.
Camp logic is always fun.
So, question in chat: why are they just going up the mountain for the first time now? For the most part, the mountain has been out of logic. We've only had 2 checks. So they've been missing the hook shot and the mirror for most of the seed, and we've only just found the hook shot in Misery Maya, which is why we're going up here now, because it's only just kind of opened up to us.
Found an item in the map chest, so Big Key is in the basement.
It's 50-50 now, whether it's in the big chest or on the boss. At this point, I can't see him going back in for the big chest.
Yeah, you're one item from go mode. Like, you're thinking, do I really want to just put in this much time just for a single check? Oh no, mooglecharm.
Oh.
You hate to see it.
I might be mistaken, but I believe one of the qualifiers, and I think it was Yagamoth, I can't be 100% without looking, but everybody kind of fell apart that seed because there was progression in Hera Basement, and Yagamoth was one of the few people who picked it up just by playing very conservative and safe. But that might have been a different race. But, I mean, this isn't a qualifier, this is a 1v1.
I definitely remember SGL 20... I think it was SGL 2021. I think it was the first qualifier. I think that might be what you're talking about, because there was the flute that was in the big chest.
Yeah, I remember something like that happening. Yeah, you might be right there, SGL. So I am in the big chest. We're not going for that. We're just leaving.
Very nice spin speed. And let's see what's over here in Spiral Cave. Just another piece of heart.
Getting closer and closer to that turtle rock.
Oh yes, and I am very excited for the mirror to just be somewhere awful.
I feel like this is the first time this seed's kind of really opened up. For the most part, it's been quite linear. Like, our runners have done exactly the same things, more or less. There's been slight divergence, doing them in slightly different orders, but otherwise they've checked exactly the same checks as each other, and pretty much had exactly the same route.
Yeah, there hasn't really been anything that one runner has checked that the other hasn't, and we do not have the medallion for TR, because it is Bombos.
Now we really hope it's in Laser Bridge.
Let's just have Bombos be right here. Okay, well there's the powder, but we already fake powdered, so we don't care. Oh my god!
Wow.
Oh hey, there's the lamp!
Yeah.
How fun!
So, if we don't find Bombos or Mirror here, where do we go?
Ice Palace?
I think, yeah. I think that's kind of like the most dense place that they have right now.
Yeah, we're gonna check Spy Cave. Just asking about Green Pendant. So Green Pendant is on Ice Palace. Which, depending on how thorough you want to be, is a little tempting, but they've been avoiding pendants for the most part, mostly because they haven't been able to access them. Ice is the only one that they've been able to access for a decent amount of time.
So while these they're finishing off each other's checks, now we'll find out what mooglecharm has decided to go.
Looting to 3.
Okay. So that looks like it might be the purple chest play.
Not sure if I agree with this, but okay.
It looks like mooglecharm might be hard decided to put off pendants. In fact, Yagamoth seems to be doing the same.
These runners just want to do the exact same thing as the
They
other.
do, yeah. I mean, they are both moogles, so
That's true.
I'm sensing conspiracy here.
No. Is this the blue to 8?
No.
Where are you going to?
Is this the catfish pyramid?
Oh my god, we still haven't checked Catfish Pyramid.
No. In fact, Yagamoth is routing it all in with the purple chest.
Oh my god.
Wow! So, bye-bye purple chest. So they're going to be picking up that go mode around the same time.
We could have known that was there for ever since we got Dark World access.
Pretty much. So what was that? 113.50. Yagamoth picks up their go mode.
This has now become a race.
And 14 seconds later, mooglecharm picks up their go mode. So we never had to go up the mountain at all until go mode. Oh, I was wondering what this was.
Pick up the sword.
Yeah.
I mean, this makes sense. You don't know if you're going to find another sword along the way. So it's better just, I guess, take the time sink to, I guess, hopefully have a smoother GT.
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's now or never. If you don't do it now, you're not going to pick it up. And it will speed up a little bit of time on Argus as well. Unfortunately, Yagamoth is kind of increasing the gap between them a little bit now. Well, unfortunately for mooglecharm. But, I mean, we've still got a little bit of this seed to go. GT routing's going to really come into play here. And this seed could just come down to that.
Yeah, I agree with Vortex of Doom. Getting the Temper Sword here, I don't think saves that much time at all, if any.
And there's also the possibility that mooglecharm could have still found that fourth sword, either in the back of Swamp here or in GT. Bit of muscle memory there. I was wondering why they were bombing that wall.
Yeah, if we didn't have silvers, I would completely understand getting the sword. But since we do... like, it's not really that much different of a fight other than just, oh hey, you don't need to do spins on Ganon.
We can say 117.26. That's the 7th crystal there for Yagamoth. And yeah, we start seeing numbers coming into chat.
Yeah. So, there are 22 item locations in Ganon's Tower, where one of them can contain the big key that Yagamoth and mooglecharm need to finish the seed. If you want to guess, put down a number between 1 and 22. What's your usual guess?
I usually go quite late, but not all the way. So I usually like to guess around 15.
Ah, vanilla. I'm gonna go with 12.
Okay. So somewhere in the middle. And of course, we will be following Yagamoth, so even if mooglecharm does find the big key first, we will be following Yagamoth, as they will be the first one into GT. There we go, that's 7 crystals now for mooglecharm. There's still not a lot in this race. It's more or less going to be a mountain climb difference between them.
Yeah, at this point, I think it's all up to who has the better GT route.
For sure.
Alright. Yagamoth enters GT at 1:19:45. And we are going right first. And we are forced to go left.
Yeah. Okay, so this seed was logically boots locked.
Well, I mean, it was boots locked anyway because of desert.
Oh, yeah, true.
3, 4, 5, 6. Yagamoth's doing Dark Magician.
I think that's 7. Hope Rim Torch. Plus
Oh, yeah, 7.
7. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We're doing the old...
I cannot count.
Doing the old back to front. So this could be interesting if mooglecharm is going... Okay.
He's going left immediately.
Yeah, I was going to say if they went Hope into full left, so I can imagine them going right side after.
Yep, so if Big Key ends up being on left side, mooglecharm will suddenly take a lead.
But I think they're going to mirror back and go right side after. Oh. Oh, no, this is the small key. Okay. I thought they were just going to go full right. I was like, okay, that's some big plays.
Yep, looks like they're going to be taking the exact same GT route apart from the fact that Yagamoth just did Hope Room first.
Yeah, so unless mooglecharm decides to go full right here, it's not going to end up saving him that much time. And it's still going to be a battle.
This Stalfos is not being nice at all.
Yeah. I think that Stalfos was on Team mooglecharm.
I have not been keeping track of...
I think that's 13.
Oh yeah, wait, yeah.
So 14 to 17 here. Hey, we can go to Turtle Rock.
We can get into Turtle Rock and we can also do the shuffle. But we're not going to. Surprised the GT Big isn't TR.
Wasn't this one of the April Fools? Where everything was vanilla or something, and apart from like the GT Big key?
I don't recall that one. I don't think I was around at that time.
So not check number 18, so we're going to be having a look at 19, 20, 21.
Check number 20. Shout out to Vilecat, who was the first person to guess 20.
GG's.
This point is all up to execution.
Yep. I mean, mooglecharm has had a slightly cleaner GT. Saved him a few seconds, but he's going to need to save more than a few seconds if he's going to come back from this one. Yagamoth has quite a commanding lead right now. There we go, big key for mooglecharm.
Right, it's the gauntlet done for Yagamoth. On to Lamo 2.
Yeah, needs to be a little careful on health, but I'm sure they're more than qualified to get through. A very nice fight. That's a very convenient full magic drop there as well.
Yep, so we can do torches.
There we go, health problem now sorted out.
And now on to Moldorm 2.
Yep, see if he decides to play nice, and he does. Meanwhile, another nice Lamo fight there from mooglecharm.
And let's see if Yagamoth knows his agonometry. mooglecharm is not that far behind.
Yeah. I mean, this could come down to a Ganon fall. We have seen it.
Down goes Aga 2.
That was a very nice Aga 2.
And here comes the big pig. "12 hits phase 1, 12 hits phase 2, 4 hits phase 3, and 4 silver arrows phase 4.
Yeah, and already into phase 3. It's so fast with the Tempered Sword.
Yep.
Just dump in a few bombs because why not?
You gotta save that one L and R input for quick swapping.
Oh,
Oh no!
Oh my god!
Oh no!
We have a race. Oh my days. They're going to be dropping down at the same time.
This is going to be close. Oh my god.
And the thing is, Yagamoth's very short on magic as well. Does it enter the Ganon fight, what, like 10 seconds, maybe, before mooglecharm? I think he's going to miss the 1-1 here as well. Oh! Okay, he does have the blue potion at least.
Now mooglecharm enters Ganon.
Oh!
And he just took a death. Oh my god, that's really unfortunate.
I'm speechless.
Yeah, suddenly mooglecharm takes a lead.
I think for the first time this race, I've got nothing to say. I'm just stunned watching this right now.
So am I. And down goes Ganon for mooglecharm. In an amazing comeback, get your GGs in chat for mooglecharm.
Absolutely, GG's.
And mooglecharm finishes this race first place with a racetime.gg time of 1:31.50. Yagamoth not that far behind. And Yagamoth finishes with a 1:32.08. That was insane.
And welcome to the winner of the race, mooglecharm. GG's.
Hey, thanks. GG's.
So I'm guessing you must have spoken about what happened. I don't know if you caught the end of the restream there.
I have not tuned into the restream yet, but we did speak a little bit in the race time about the mirror.
Oh yeah. So the funny thing is, like, both of you done almost exactly the same checks. Like, you were literally step for step the whole time.
Yeah.
Very minimal divergence between you. Just a couple of checks here and there. So yeah, you both checked the mirror quite late, which we were a little surprised about. What was your feelings looking for the mirror in particular and deciding not to go to Ice Palace?
I don't know what's the right play there, to be honest. From my perspective, it was like I had committed to doing Overworld, I think, because you get the hook and it's like the entire mountain is open to you. And like that was just first and foremost, that was the play. And once the mountain started to turn up empty, it was like, well, I only really have a couple of Overworld checks left. And I could see Yaga dipping Ice Palace. So it just kind of felt like, if it's on purple chests, like that could be really good for me. There was no real good opportunity to do Catfish Pyramid unless you did it super early with Pod or something. So like with Boots, it just felt like, I could just kind of clean this up quickly. And to be honest, that bumper cave check was weighing on me for a while. When I pulled the flute and the mitts out of Skull Woods, I was immediately thinking, because I was just going to save and quit out of Skull Woods. And then when I got the flute after that, I was like, oh, well, wait a minute. I can grab Smith. I can do Magic Bat, clean up Mushroom. Like it was like all these things just kind of felt like they would route really nicely. So I was, okay, I'm just going to go do that. And totally forgot about the bumper cave check. Like, all right, well, that doesn't exist for a while.
Yeah, completely understandable. Because, like I was saying, you was almost in lockstep. So you were the first person to leave the mountain and finish the checks, and you went straight for the purple chest and handed that in, and then went for bumper, while Yagamoth picked up the purple chest, but then went up to bumper with the purple chest. So ended up picking up that mirror about 14 seconds in front of you. And then you went to pick up the tempered sword. Yeah, that's how close it was. Like, it was extremely close.
Then I lost more time from the sword then.
Yeah. Fortunately for Yagamoth, they hit the Ancilla, the special elites that had the tempered sword.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was extremely close. Like, there was literally no winner until the end. Like, GT routing could have been a big thing. It was very, very close race. Like, huge showing from both of you, really.
Oh yeah, I'm excited to watch it back. You know, obviously with the win, it feels nice to be able to watch something like that back and kind of know the outcome. But yeah, when he didn't finish at like the 120 mark, because by then I think I was in go mode. I was thinking like, what could he have last located in the seed? Because you know the cape was not early, but it certainly wasn't anywhere near late. And I was thinking like maybe he forgot it was in pod, but like we went to pod at what, like probably the 40-minute mark. I don't know. It was just like the only thing he could have potentially last located, I felt like, was the mirror, because the hook was free. You know, it's not like that was in cutscene in Mire. And it was like maybe he was late to the bow, because I think the bow was in escape, if I remember. So it just when he wasn't finishing, it was like, well, maybe we're kind of last locating the same thing here, despite me finding it on bumper ledge. So yeah
It was pretty much exactly the same as you done. Like, we felt this must be a Moogle thing.
Could be.
Yeah. But I think everything that everyone wants to know right now. So, how much do you know about the Ganon fight?
No, I haven't looked at the stream yet. So
you
know, I missed the 1-on-1, obviously. Did you fall?
Yagamoth was about a minute dropping down to Ganon before you.
Oh,
and
jeez.
Got to, I think, phase 4 and fell down.
Oh, no, that sucks.
Got back up, was probably about 10 seconds in front still, and was panicking and died. And that gave you the advantage.
Oh, man. It sucks to win that way. I was hoping that it was going to be like, I just had way better execution. I don't know. You know, through GT or something, not a Ganon death.
Yeah, it's Ganon deaths are always a little bit like, oh. But I mean, at the same time, it's your execution, like, for the whole seed for both you runners was just flawless. Like, we couldn't say a bad thing about it because you both played extremely, extremely well. But sometimes these things happen. Like, you can't relax until you cross that bridge, because we see it time and time again. Like, these things happen, and it's really unfortunate when they do happen.
Yeah.
But
it sucks to win that way.
It shouldn't put any downer on your win, because you played extremely well, and to have such a close race anyway, that a Ganon fall really did make that much of a difference. Like, you shouldn't put yourself down. Like, it was still a very good win.
Yeah, to have it be within a minute on a seed like this, where it's not like I had a ton of stuff left outside of Ice Palace at the time. It feels good to know that it was such a close race, and don't get me wrong, I'm happy to get the win, especially in this mode. Like, this mode and Ambrosia to me are the two that I really don't want to play, only because of such high variability between what people could do and get lucky. Like me getting that ice rod, I was like, oh, maybe Yaga will never get this, and it'll be a good thing for me. That stuff happens all the time in these open modes, so
yeah. But
your routes. Go ahead.
Sorry, go. No, it's go.
Yeah, your routes were pretty much almost identical, and outside of like doing a few things like in a different order, you pretty much all did the same things. Like there wasn't one thing that you did that Yagamoth didn't.
Yeah, and to add to that as well, I think we see a lot of these races come down to rando, like one person finding something that the other person didn't a lot earlier, and it kind of makes that kind of variance. But because you guys kind of done the same thing, that this was a pure skill match, and I think this just kind of demonstrates like the quality and the skill of everybody who get to the last 32 in this tournament. Like there was just no calling this race, like I said, until someone crossed that bridge. Like it was just a high skill race the whole time.
Yeah, it's funny how like a little brain fart could hurt you so badly, and when it's like so close like this. Like the not getting that sword. I knew I should have picked up the bombs, but I didn't. I was just so focused on getting the sword, and then I jump in the water, and it's like, oh wait, yeah, I did this wrong. And that was the minute difference that, I was falling into Ganon. So
Yeah. Well, we was talking a bit earlier as well, but because of the Armos kill as well, that kind of messes up the Ancilla slots. Whereas
Yeah.
I think Yagamoth threw the red boomerang to zero out the Ancilla, and that's maybe why he landed it and you didn't.
Well, no. So what happened was I just got stuck in the water because, like, when you have the fake flipper enabled, you got to grab the Zora item, then fall into the water. It puts you back into that, like the normal state, and then you can redo the thing. And I just jumped in the water like an idiot and got stuck there. And I couldn't like turn the sprite to the side to be able to fire the arrows.
Oh, okay. I missed that part.
Oh yeah, so that was it. It was just like, oh man, okay. So at least I know it's there. I can come back and get it at some point. And I was hoping that like having the mirror, like maybe I could just route it in with a catfish check or something and just continue to put it off forever. And at some point it was like, well, I have to get the sword now because I have nothing else to do. I'm in go mode and like I'm not gonna fight Ganon without it. So
yeah, absolutely.
But yeah, everyone at the top 32, 64 even it's just really, really good at this game. So it's cool to be a part of the group for sure.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And you've both earned your place in this last 32, and this race kind of just demonstrated why.
Yeah, well, thank you.
Yeah, so I think we can wrap it up here. Thank you both to mooglecharm and Yagamoth, who I do see in the chat. Thank you for putting on this really exciting race. And thank you to my co-com Jaxie and to our tracker as well. Is it sorry, I can't say the name. Sandra's? Sorry if I said that wrong. But yeah, thank you both. It's been a pleasure. And Jaxie, do you want to kind of lead us out?
Sure thing. So that is not all that we have today on the schedule. We have at 4:10 p.m. we have a round of 64 match, Tedo versus Shady Force right here on SpeedGaming 2. 6:10 p.m. we have Talthar versus Aridin over on ALTTP Randomizer. And then we have another round of 32 match, also at 6:10, Zelga Dasan versus Jay Meishler over on SpeedGaming 3. And then an hour later at 7:10, we have Vextaper versus Andy, Game 3 over on SpeedGaming 2. Be sure to, if you enjoyed what you saw, give our runners a follow, mooglecharm and Yagamoth. And if you liked what you saw here, you can feel free to drop me and my co-commentator Obscure Lifeform a follow, as well as our tracker Sandrace316. Stay tuned to the SpeedGaming channels. Be sure to follow them. SpeedGaming and SpeedGaming 2 through 6, as well as ALTTP Randomizer and ALTTP Randomizer 2 through 5 for more ALTTP Randomizer content. That being said, I've been Jaxie. From our co-commentator Obscure Lifeform and our tracker Sandrace316. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great rest of your day.